I've never ever heard a woman say, "Oh, because I have boobs, that makes me a woman." Like if you ever talk to a natural born woman, they've never said that.
I don't know. I've read a lot of comments on my Instagram that says otherwise.
Hey, you, come here. Welcome to the Dolls Review.
Personally, I see myself as a woman who happens to be trans. I
Exactly.
don't like to put the trans first
Yeah.
because it's an adjective, baby. Like I'm left-handed too. Like
Okay.
my life doesn't revolve around me being left-handed.
I love you.
So why do I have to revolve my life about being trans?
And I'm a woman because I am connected to the divine feminine, the way that I move, the way that I think, the way that I feel, the way that I'm connected to nature. You know, like that to me is being a woman. Like me having to live under a patriarchal society, that is being a woman. You know, just being in tune with myself, that makes me a woman. Again, I don't necessarily think that having boobs and a pussy is gonna makes you a woman. I've never ever heard a woman say, "Oh, because I have boobs, that makes me a woman." Like if you ever talk to a natural born woman, they've never said that.
I don't know. I've read a lot of comments on my Instagram that says otherwise, but
And you know, there are so many intersex people that don't have ovaries and they were born with vaginal stenosis or like they have different genitalia.
listen,
and
if we're
that-
gonna talk about biology here, I can give you all a lesson because I've done a deep dive and I've studied what it is to be transgender when it comes to biology, and it truly is just another variation that occurs in nature. But people don't want to deep dive into it because it's easier to think that the world is binary, that it's black and white, and it's not.
Yeah, no, there's multiple genders, guys. Just so you guys know, there's a lot more genders than just two.
Listen, as a woman, and I've talked to my mom about this recently, I had to explain to her the reason why a lot of times I spend a lot of time, you know, doing my makeup or choosing an outfit to go out, or sometimes she thinks I'm a little too vain. And because she's not like that. My mom grew up just being, you know, like a tomboy and being adventurous, and she didn't really care too much about how she looked. She was just more about just having fun and enjoying her life. And I'm like, Mom, that's because you were never questioned about your womanhood. You were never questioned about whether or not you deserve to enter a space like a bathroom or a locker room, right? So like her
or
privilege.
if you're gonna be safe there.
Yeah, her privilege as a cisgender woman that, you know, happened to be feminine and beautiful, because I do think my mom has always been a very beautiful woman, gave her this sort of idea that like being too much into makeup and hair and like all the things that the dolls love to do, it's a little too superficial, and I don't think it is. I think if anything, it's just a way to protect ourselves. You know what I mean? We have to navigate the world in a way that we feel safe, and this world likes, you know, to only accept women when they're beautiful. Beauty is power for a lot of people, and you know, it's unfortunate. It shouldn't be like that, but it's a reality.
Yeah, especially when you live in LA, like your looks will matter here. I don't care what nobody says.
I have heard this from other people. When I had surgery back in 2015, I went to Dr. Pierre Brazar in Canada. This girl that was about to have surgery, I had just had surgery, I was recovering at this place where you recover after surgery. And she came up to me and she knew that I had already had the surgery and she was gonna have it in just a few days. She was just there to get ready for her surgery. And she goes, "Oh my God, I cannot wait to finally be a real girl. How does it feel to be a real girl?" I'm like,
Okay,
am I
Pinocchio.
on drugs? I mean, actually I am. I was on a lot of pain medication, but I was like, what? This is so funny because I'm not, that never really crossed my mind that like somehow me having surgery down there was gonna all of a sudden make me a real woman. I'm like, I've been one, but I don't know why you're talking about. Period.
Yeah,
End
period.
of story.
Period,
Really.
the end.
Truly.
And cheers to that, bitch.
Cheers to that.